This is the story of Mang Oren, the last Antingero of Barangay Jinhalaran. He wore 12 amulets on his chest, each one older than memory, each one hungry for more than just faith. In June 1989, 3 children vanished within 9 nights. Their corpses were found with organs missing, their bodies stuffed with banana leaves. The barrio elders whispered a word they had feared for decades: Balbal. One mother swore she heard her dead daughter calling from outside. Another saw her buried son standing in the rice field until he vanished into the fog. Each night, sharp fingernails tapped against bamboo floors. Mang Oren had waited long enough. That night, he wore his pananga and Isipan, a talisman to shield his mind. Around his neck hung Tikbalang's blackened tooth. In his hand, a bolo soaked in vinegar, salt, and his own blood. In the heart of the forest, beneath a crooked ballied tree, he saw her. She wore the face of his dead wife. "Come home, Oren," she whispered, in a voice stitched from his memories. The anting on Mang Oren's wrist flared hot. He slashed, her skin peeled into fur, limbs cracked and stretched, jaw unhinging into a maw of serrated fangs. The Balbal screeched like 1,000 crying children. She moved like smoke, vanishing, then reappearing behind him, whispering every name she had devoured. She mimicked his voice, his fear, his regrets, but Oren's protections held. Mang Oren trapped her in a salt and ash circle, chanting ancient verses his grandfather once whispered into his chest. The creature thrashed, her form flickering between the faces she had stolen. He plunged the blade into her heart, which pulsed like a second mouth. The Balbal shrieked as its body hissed into shadow. Its final words were a curse. Mang Oren burned her remains and returned to the village. But 3 days later, they found him in the fields, shirtless, pale, dragging a sack. Inside the sack were bones, old, cracked, and human, and 12 amulets, still warm to the touch. The amulets were buried beneath the chapel of San Diego. Weeks later, symbols appeared on its walls, etched in blood. Since then, no one in the village dares to speak the word Antingero. Somewhere in Sile, a man with Mang Oren's face still walks among the living. But look closely, his shadow moves half a second late, which you know if someone in your home is wearing a borrowed face.
Follow for more.